Make a short video on how to use the T table. T as in Tom. I always like to dedicate my videos. So this is dedicated to a student in fall 2023 who made me think, I should make a video about this because she wanted to have a Zoom call. So we're going to try this out. So this is dedicated to you. You know who you are, but I will keep you anonymous. Okay, so go to the course schedule. You want to go down to lecture 17. I'm just going to use lecture 17. Okay, so you want to click on the lecture. I've already got it open up here, so I'm not going to click on it. And then these actually lead to the same thing, and you'll click on that. Okay, so it leads here. Okay, so on lecture 17, you're going to go all the way down to the bottom where we use the T table. Okay. Okay, that is here on page 19. Okay, so you're seeing that here I'm doing a mean of 16 complaints a month. Okay, equal to, not equal to. That's a two-tailed test. Okay, our amount of error is 5%. Sorry about that. Right here in step 2. Okay, so we compute something called degrees of freedom. Okay, and it's n minus 1. So we had a sample size of 10, or n of 10. So 10 minus 1 is 9. Okay, so with a two-tailed test, we split the alpha in half. So half, think of that as $5, 5%. Half of $5 is $2.50. So for 9 degrees of freedom, an amount of error of 2.5%, or think of that as $2.50. Okay, we go to the T table. That's up here. So go all the way to the bottom. That one's easiest for me. So remember, we're looking for 2.5%. So that's why we're looking in this column right here where you can see my mouse. So you go down there to 9 degrees of freedom and you just, line them up. So you see 2.62 here. That's why you see 2.62 right there. Sorry. And then this line, sorry. This is a PDF, so it does that. Okay. That's why we have that there. Okay, so 9 degrees of freedom, 0.025, that's where we got it. For a one-tailed test, okay, here, remember, you have to pay attention to the sign, and what I've always said right there is you pretend this little thing is a shark mouth and you stab it. That creates an arrow telling us to go into the right tail, okay, or positive tail. So here, just to switch things up, I used an alpha of 1%. So in the test, if it was a 5%, we'd look in the 5% column because we're going to put all of the alpha in one tail. But here, since I made it 1%, we're going to look in this 1% column. Okay. Okay, so same degrees of freedom, but we look at the O1 and we're going to come up with 2.821. So 9 degrees of freedom, 2.821. Okay, that's how you do it. Again, if this were the test and you had it in the right column, it would be a positive 1.833. All right, so that's how you use the T table.